Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Shirley, consultant family physician with Kauvery Hospital, Chennai. One of the most common questions that patients ask us is, Doctor, how can we improve our immunity? Especially in the background of a pandemic, this is a very important question. First of all, we need to know what is immunity. Immunity is the ability of the body to fight, and basically it will be able to recognize and reject anything which is foreign. So there are many types of immunity. Broadly, it is classified as innate and adaptive. Innate is the immunity which is already inbuilt, it is already there in a person's body. Adaptive is the immunity which we develop over a period of time on various exposures, like when we are exposed to an infection or after the vaccination, the immunity we develop is called the adaptive immunity. So when we are talking about boosting our immunity, we are talking about improving the innate or the inbuilt immunity of a person. So a lot of studies have been done on this particular field, but importantly there are a few lifestyle changes that we can actually try to improve immunity in general. So talking about lifestyle factors, the first and most important would be exercise. There are a lot of studies that have been done in a direct effect of exercise on immunity. So we have seen that even after 30-40 minutes of rigorous or moderate exercise, if you took the blood sample of a person, you can see the rise in many of the blood counts, which are especially important, like lymphocytes, which are important for immunity. Also, we have seen that exercise has a lot of effect on inflammation. It has anti-inflammatory properties. So when there is any infection, in addition to the infection itself, we have something called inflammation. So to avoid this and to help protect the body against the inflammation, exercise has been found to be very helpful, and it also has antiviral properties. So the next thing apart from exercise, what we have seen is sleep. So the importance of sleep has been seen that when a person is sleeping, many of their immune mechanisms are happening in their body, which helps to build up the overall immunity. And even 2 hours of sleep deprivation can cause a lot of havoc in the immune system. And in this also we have done a lot of studies, and they have shown that sleep also has anti-inflammatory properties just like exercise. So it is quite evident that these are scientific ways in which you can build the immunity. Apart from that, we have to focus also on mental health. So basically we have a lot of evidence that shows even just a mindful meditation or positive thinking has a lot of effect on the improvement of one's immunity. The most important factor that I think everyone wants to ask the question is relating to diet. So when you talk about diet, there are a lot of things that we hear about, but only few are very scientifically proven to be helping in immunity. The most important would be vitamin D. There's a lot of studies and research that shows vitamin D has a direct antiviral property along with an anti-inflammatory effect. And importantly, what we do as clinicians is we have to assess a person's vitamin D status, and accordingly we supplement the vitamin D. And you must have heard a lot about vitamin C. So how vitamin C has effect on immunity is basically its antioxidant property. But unfortunately, we haven't seen that vitamin C alone will avoid a person from getting an infection, but it helps to reduce the effect of the disease, as well as it helps to reduce the duration of illness. So keeping these things in mind, also we have come across that omega fatty acids or polyunsaturated fatty acids. We know that they are already very helpful in protecting against cardiac diseases. We have seen that they are effective against infectious diseases as well. So all these multiple diet related issues are also helpful in improving the immunity. And a small note on probiotics. So basically probiotics are nothing but the good bacteria which we will give in a correct amount to the person in order to help them to improve their immunity. And it has its effect not only locally on the gut immunity, but also it has effects on the distal places, like even in the bronchioles. We have seen that probiotics helps to improve the overall general immunity. So in general, what I would like to say in conclusion is, though we know presently we are having the vaccines available, and that would be the best mode of immunizing oneself against any infectious disease, If a vaccine is available, that is the number one thing we have to go for. But in addition to this, there are many other lifestyle changes and lifestyle factors we can follow in order to improve our innate immunity as well. Thank you.